Most people want to get into shape, but most people won't. Most people want to build a successful business, but the reality is most people won't. The reason they won't is because they won't put in the work necessary to achieve their dreams and goals. And in order to build anything great, you don't just need to put in the work, you need to outwork everyone around you. But as daunting as that sounds, in this hyper-stimulated world where practically anyone with a smartphone is more distracted than ever before, outworking everyone around you has never been easier. And there are just 3 steps you need to follow. If I gave you $24,000 to either spread it equally across 24 companies or put it all in one stock, what would you do? Most people would go with the first option. And that makes total sense, as you'd want to hedge your bets and diversify the risk. But let's say I had some insider information, and I told you this one stock is going to the moon and will generate 10 times the returns versus the 24 companies combined. What would you pick now? I use this analogy because most productivity advice focuses on time management. The same old advice: we have 24 hours in a day and we should aim to optimize every minute of it. But to get ahead of the rest, it's not necessarily about time management, it's about attention management. Deliberately choosing where to place our attention. This means eliminating the 10 things you're trying to juggle across the week and just focusing on that one thing, which has the potential to 10x your returns over the long run. For example, I could start creating content across every platform, but I'm choosing not to, because right now my one thing is YouTube, and that's where I'm putting all my attention. And if you're serious about outworking everyone in your one thing, then you need to learn from people who are already where you want to be. And this is where a platform like Skillshare can help. Whether your one thing is web design, coding, editing, script writing, or anything else, on Skillshare you'll find a class that will help you level up on your chosen pursuit. And because for me that one thing right now is YouTube, I took this thumbnail design masterclass by Lambs on how to create thumbnails that get clicks using Canva. I'll be applying the strategies I've learned in this class, like the psychology behind thumbnails, understanding thumbnail metrics, and design and editing tools in Canva to help me grow my channel and hopefully start getting more views across my videos. So sign up today and double down on your one thing with the help of Skillshare. And the first 500 people who use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. In the startup world, there's a term called Moat, which simply means a company's competitive advantage over its rivals. The term comes from the medieval times where moats were created around castles to provide an extra layer of protection from attackers. So when it comes to being the best and outworking your competition, you need to pick something that aligns with your moat. What are your unique set of skills, knowledge, and talents which, if developed, can set you apart and put you in the top 1%? For example, someone might be naturally very creative and artistic, but what if they combine this raw talent with a complementary skill set like UX design, coding, or marketing? Or someone might love bodybuilding and they've combined this with scientific research and content creation. Outworking your competition now becomes an accidental side effect as you're doing something which comes to you naturally. So what feels like work to others will feel like play for you. Another popular term in the startup world is minimal viable product, or MVP. This is the simplest version of a product that can be launched to test a product and gather feedback for future iterations and development. For example, this might be the end goal, but the MVP might look like this. But when it comes to yourself, rather than minimal viable product, think in terms of minimal viable progress. What are the small daily micro actions that will lead you to becoming the best and outworking everyone around you? Because you're not going to outwork everyone by working intensely a few days a month or going on monk mode for an entire season. Rather, it's about showing up on a daily basis for the rest of your life and iterating your knowledge and skills in the same way a startup approaches its products. So whilst your competition is obsessing to come first in the sprint, you're out there playing a totally different game. So outworking everyone around you is easier than ever before. Pick your one thing, follow your moat, and think in terms of MVP.